Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, yo, my mate. Manchester, Etihad, Estad. We playing Champions League football next season. How about you take a 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen to Manchester hotel stay, little 2-2 medical.
300k a week, couple bonuses thrown in there. Ballon d'Or in a couple years, happy days, you wanna go Bayern Munich. Little 2-2 twin world 3E2 Bayern Uni driller. Happy days, we get a new and upcoming star. How about Florian? Florian.
How art thou, Florian?
Alright, my mate Florian, what's the latest word? City flash with the cash, got the deal secured. The Bruins still pinging it, Haaland bangs goals. But heart of the club, still feeling cold. They flex big wins, but vibes don't last. Trophies lined up, but the soul's in the past. Etihad shiny, fans still late. Feels like a show, not a football state. Oi. Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? From Leverkusen to Manchester flight. Big boy wages, that Prem delight. Ballon d'Or, yeah, that's the aim. But deep down, bro, it's just a name. Training pitch like a 5-star resort, but energy dry, no real support. Anfield roars, Etihad's on mute. City got shine, but no real roots. Florian, bro, don't be fooled. They dress it well, but the core ain't cool. You want legacy, not just bags. Don't join a team where love just lags. Oi. Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? Manchester wants ya, stats look peak. But players know what they really seek. From Leverkusen, don't take that flight. Liverpool's calling, that move feels right. How art thou, Florian?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Ahwa, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, baby. We are back. It's been a while since we have done Ahwa. We haven't done one actually since the UCL final. You get me? But we are here and we are back and we're here to provide you the best footballing show on YouTube by far. So big up to all of you guys. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up to every single one of you amazing, incredible, legendary people. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Joining me first and foremost, my partner in crime. Yeah, me Inter are going through a real tough time right now, but he's here. How you doing, Mo?
I'm all right, bro. I'm good. Glad to be back. Glad to have Ahwa back. Absolutely. Everything is good. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. We're here to have a good show, so hit the like button early, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and let's go. Let's go. Let's have it.
Let's get this party started, lad. Let's go. Joining me next, you get me, the Moroccan man himself, the Moroccan legend himself, the guy that has to do a stream every week with a man called Souls and another man called TKA, the Cora Pod. Big fan of the stream, you get me, even though he shows me the middle finger when I show him love on that stream. It makes no sense. I'm like, yo, big up Saad, great stream today, and he's like, go fuck yourself. I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to show you love here. Anyway, man like Saad is in the building. Hi Saad. You know it's true as well. Last time you even felt bad. You felt bad, you know this.
No, but the thing is, I did feel bad. Because normally he's on a trolling thing, but recently, every time he's coming to the stream, he's actually on a show and love thing, bro. Before, when he first came in, why is Saad talking like he knows what he's talking about? Why is Saad doing this? Why is this? And then now he's actually coming on a love thing. So big up to Hassam, of course. But listen, on top of what's going to happen today with Cook and Hamza, We also need to do a bit of cooking for Hassan, but don't worry, man. We're gonna need to talk. We're gonna need to talk.
Okay, for me, why?
Don't worry, we'll talk, Habibi. We'll talk. Let's get the stuff out of the way, and then let me show my evidence for why we need to have a chat. All right, I'll talk.
Are you talking about the Wirtz is overrated video?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. I've already addressed that. I said that during the.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I've said that. I said that during the Euros. Yeah.
No.
After watching him again. No. Wait. After watching him again this season, I changed my mind. I've already said this publicly. This is public information.
He was better a lot. He was better in the last.
No,
season.
but here's the thing: when you do it again for a year after and you perform, bro, I can't say anything negative about you. I know who sent it to you as well. SC, that little bitch. I know because I cook him on every stream. He thinks he's trying to get like some revenge tour thing. Yeah. He's probably in the chat now. He's gonna comment. Don't worry about it.
You know the whole thing, bro?
I've already addressed this publicly, brother. Don't worry about it.
Why did who brought it up?
Yeah, no, it's the same. The little bitch, SC, same thing.
Yeah, see, why couldn't you just let me like? Do you know
No,
what I
but
mean?
I've addressed this like literally a month and a half ago. This is not new. I've already
So
said
you
during the
told me to bring it up.
Euros, I did during the Euros, I did think that, but at the end of the day, like after he did it again for another season, I'm like, yo, this guy's fucking unbelievable. So yeah, and he got the most man of the matches in the whole Champions League this season. So anyway,
big up to SC anyway. Even though he made me look like a fool there, but we'll let it slide.
He only makes himself look like a fool. Anyway, speaking of fools, his club's a fool. Manchester United, 15th. You get me? Spurs might take him way more ahead of them. But
by the way, only guy to get to 4K watch hours and not make a. We have to grill him in.
Why are you taking like Neymar selfies? Like you're not that guy, pal.
No lie. This guy said.
Yeah, like,
what's going on here?
I didn't even say anything.
hello, Neymar Jr. Okay, your name's Ahmed.
How many girlfriends? Yeah.
Why are you always
She
staring
might
at your
be
phone
watching,
and
big
smiling?
She might be watching. Be careful. She might be watching.
Why are
How
you
many girlfriends,
always staring at your phone and smiling? Why are you always why do we always see you like this?
Because he's just chatting to Bear Gal.
Wait, what's your question, bro? What's your question?
You're funny.
How many girlfriends?
Yeah,
Zero.
Hey, blood clot United. My brother. You know, he's just out here cooking. He's just cooking.
That's a valid question from Mo, bro. How many
though?
How many gal you got on the go, bro? Like, how many of them are you got on the go? Like,
A man never speaks, innit? A man never speaks.
On a
bro.
serious thing, 1. On an unserious thing, like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy has a very healthy squad. This guy has Premier League winning squad, bro.
Hey, well, like, he's got the squad. He's got the team, the first 11, and the bench.
Yeah, and the bench as well.
And a couple man just waiting around with shin pads on, bro, just in case he needs to just.
Fact. Also, it's not called loyalty, Vel, when all the women are rejecting you. Big up, though. Anyway, joining me is the man of the moment today, the biggest fraud in the universe. Man like Hamza. How you doing, Hamza, mate?
Let me tell you something.
Are you going to get off spaces?
Who's gonna pay 300 million when Chelsea's only 30 million? Liverpool got scammed by 0.15 billion and they're gonna have to pay for it. Shala la 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 la, look man. Shala la 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 la, look man. Shala la 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 la, look man. Go down to Europa League final. Mwah! You got drunk like a dog in Europa League final. Drunk like a dog in Europa. What a twat! You're a twat. Your player's a twat. I'll be a twat if I go Europa League final and I get dunked like that. Wallahi, if I play the Europa League final and I'm going world class and I get dunked like that, I'll be pathetic.
When we run big be a big fight. City think them lucky easy think you're the light. But all is come to war, not time for no kite. This is step up bust the net, pure bright light. City fan them stand what kind of light. Bamush on the bench should I move with might. Henderson lucky City what broke out right. Pep on the sideline face looking tight. City boy them done FA Cup try on. Police come and ends them do him and wrong. This is the shot where we take Ranker. Hamza and the stand, big man I'm on. Man give it way, what kind of move that? Shoulda slam it in, no time for no chat. Now we look on Palace to celebrate with them fat. City trophy shelf, looking.
Wallah, Hamza knows how to dance. If Hamza knows one thing, he knows how to dance, man.
Oh, he definitely knows how to dance. 100%. 100%. Anyway, wait, Hamza, we have to do this properly. Because you know that this is... Hi, Ziad.
جمالك جمال.
Why did your mood go down when you said that?
جمالك جمال مش عادي
His mood went
وكلامك
down.
كلامك كلام.
How you repping Z
شبابك
actually 2026 as well, by the way?
He loves this song, bro. He loves it, bro.
Anyway, guys, why is everyone off camera? What the fuck? What's going on? Anyway, guys, listen, big up all of you guys. 700 people in the building. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing. Think we are waiting for AFC to buy so we can get Isak, is what BIG is saying. We're gonna talk about that. Did you save me some from the barbecue? A big up today on the people who follow me on Snap. No way, big up. The barbecue was elite today, and unlike Turkish food, Jordanian food actually has flavor. Shout out TKA, but he can hold that. So yeah, big up to all of you guys. Listen, 700 people in the building already. We ain't even started the show yet. Let's get the likes up early. Big up to K-Mac as well, who raided us. So thank you to K-Mac. Big up to everyone locked in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hamza, you know the people have been waiting for this conversation because you've been ducking the smoke and making excuses for the last 3 weeks. And you know you've been making excuses as well. So now, I want you to be an honorable man. Do you want to be an honorable man? I will let you go first, and you can have a 6-minute monologue.
Yeah.
But then you have to promise me that when I'm speaking to you, you're not looking at your phone and ignoring me and have the stream on mute. And you will listen to my response, just like I will listen to what you have to say. Do you take the deal?
No.
You're going to be a man of your word.
No, he said no.
I don't do negotiation. It's a matter.
I can't hear you, first of all.
He said I don't do negotiations.
I'm not.
You don't do negotiations.
By the way, Hussam, can you bring up SC's comment so you can just tell him, bro? SC, bro, I already look like a fool, bro, in front of everyone.
Yeah, just go back to the start.
Ready. I had the receipts ready, and all of a sudden, apparently, they already got talking about and addressed, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Bro,
why is everyone spamming the Flamengo?
Because they lost, because Chelsea lost, didn't it?
Oh yeah, because Chelsea lost to Flamengo. But anyway, Florian Wirtz stuff. So you're gonna let me respond? Are you gonna be a man about it, or are you just gonna sit up here and just talk?
You have to be a man, bro.
You go first, and then I'll rebuttal.
No. You have to go first. You're the one explaining to the court, bro.
Yeah, you're the one that has a problem with this transfer. So the one that has a problem should.
You have to give your witness.
All I'm asking you for is when I'm responding, don't mute the stream and actually listen to what I have to say and don't interrupt.
I'm gonna listen. Yeah, go first.
No, you go first. You have to go first. You're the one that has the problem with the transfer, not me.
I don't have a problem with Wirtz. I have a problem with one thing that you're two things, and I'm not gonna say about it. You go first.
Hamza, I'm gonna ask the question.
I've got two issues on that.
Do you think, Hamza, we haven't spoken since the Wirtz deal? We actually haven't done Ahwa. Do you think that you got a better deal signing Shirky, and do you think Liverpool have overpaid for Wirtz?
Let Hussam go first to explain.
Okay, so hold on. Hussam, easy. Hussam, do you think you overpaid for Wirtz?
No. I think
do you think you got a better deal out of Shirky? Hold on, Ahmed. Do you think you got a better deal between Wirtz and Shirky?
Yeah, because Wirtz has proven he did 2 years.
See, Hamza, it's very simple answer. Hamza, now it's your time.
According to Liverpool fans, they believe I believe Czech is not ready made.
Well, I'm asking Hamza. I'm not asking Liverpool fan. You're not a Liverpool
Czech
fan.
is not ready made. Fact.
That's not the
and
question.
Wirtz is ready made.
So that's what I want.
Why are you sitting there? Why are you rolling your eyes about
and I can't go and dunk on the guy. He's ready made.
No, the answer is so simple. You're elongating.
I can't be a hypocrite because I know these frauds Liverpool fans.
So you wish you got Wirtz?
No, I wanted Wirtz, but I think there's a price about a player. I think there's a price.
Yeah, 100 million.
How much is the price?
What was your price?
I'll tell you one thing. Wallahi, this fact. I have one thing.
Can I tell you guys a fact? Can I tell you guys a fact? No, wallahi, you know that Man City lined up 110 million pounds for Wirtz.
They pulled out the
Not
deal.
100 million.
Mongo,
110
Mongo
million
was the
pounds.
one. Sami Mongo,
110
tier
million
one.
pounds.
No,
You said 110 million pounds.
we didn't.
Actually, Man City lined up for it. But you know why you pulled out? Because I think Man City knew that he would not choose your club. That he would either choose
Yeah, this is
Bayern
well
or
reported
Liverpool.
already.
No.
It-
Go.
So
let
why
me
do
start from-
why do you think, Hamza, for real, why do you think Wirtz was, by the way, City were ahead of Liverpool in the race? That's Fabrizio Romano, everyone knows, right?
Bayern were ahead. Bayern were number one.
Hold on. So why did Liverpool, why you pulled out of the race and you didn't do what Liverpool did and act like a big club and stay in the race to try to convince the player to join the club?
I think.
Why didn't that happen?
I think I've always said, after especially last season, I've always said, if you've got money, let's say for example, to buy a £3 million house in Kensington, or I could divest my investment throughout the whole project by buying £400,000 houses, like 9 of them or 8 of them. Yeah. I'll prefer to divest my money across different investment because it's better. Because let's say, for example, I'll give you, that's what I come from a business point of view. Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
know we have money.
Yeah.
I know we are classed as one of the richest clubs in the world. I know we've got the richest owners. I know we're the only club in the world with Barcelona who've got the best selling. Like we sell our assets and we've made so much from ourselves. So we don't need our PSR second in the league. Yeah. One of the best in Europe. Yeah. Our academy go for 25 million. We sell like wow. Yeah. We would sell, but we also put up. So our project has moved from that desperate of listen, this is my card. Yeah. Go and get my money. Get that card, swipe that card, and whatever it is. Sheikh Mansour has put us in a way where we are, so we don't need Sheikh Mansour's investment. We can run on our investment ourselves. And City, who are run by Khaldoon, and I've seen, if you look at
What's this guy waffling about, bro? What the fuck is this, bro? Is this a fucking business meeting?
What are you even
about
saying?
football, bro?
What's the point of
What
all
are
this?
I'm answering this question. For example, I believe.
What's this about
I believe
investments?
Virgil van Dijk-
And
listen,
I want to
I've
stretch
always
my
said,
portfolio.
More.
Like, bro, what is this?
Virgil
Bro?
van Dijk, I believed we should have paid that money. But guess what? In that documentary, you see Sheikh Khaldoon and thing come out and say, we're not paying 85 million for Van Dijk. I believe it's a regret. I regret that.
They didn't pay 85 million.
You see from Man City, they run on a project where
We
they're
paid
not desperate.
75 million for Virgil van Dijk,
No,
not 85
wasn't.
million.
No, 85 million news.
75 million. Since
To
when
me,
do English clubs use
City
euros?
refused to sign Van Dijk on the bench. This is the best defender, I believe, and I'll never cut Van Dijk.
Yeah,
you know
we
how
get
much
it.
I respect Van Dijk.
Yeah, but what's
To me,
your-
I believe it was the wrong mistake at that time, and I said we should have passed it.
but what's-
I believe
What is he
we should have used the
talking
money.
about?
I don't do that. I'm a fan who
Okay,
believes
okay.
that I shouldn't pay.
Hamza,
What? It's
let
not
some
about
of us-
words. It's not about
let
words.
us jump in. Let us jump in.
It's
Let us
about our money. Money.
let one of us jump in.
Jump
I
in
don't
what?
know
What did he say even,
No,
Saad?
hold on. I don't
Just
know
spamming words, innit? Like,
what on God's green did I just hear, bro? Yeah, because this man started talking about stretching money over properties, portfolios, my property management. I'm doing, bro. We're not a business meeting. We're fucking talking ball, broski. Why did your club that you during the season looked me in my eyes, laughed at me, and said, "Watch us in the summer, money, 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 baby. We're gonna be dropping it from everywhere." Yeah. So why are you now stumbling back and you're sitting there like this? Well, actually, the price that I would have gone for is not the price that he got sold for. So I'm
Also,
actually
you know,
happy.
Saad.
Like,
You know,
bro,
Saad, here's
come
the
on.
thing. The problem is
Allow
Hamza dilutes the facts. Let's address the facts. First of all, this is Paul Joyce, Liverpool journalist. Everyone here know if they see something from Paul Joyce, it's a fact. He is not like some brown envelope guy. He says the truth about Liverpool. Florian Wirtz opted to move to Anfield ahead of interest from Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and also Real Madrid, and his signing is viewed as a major coup. That's first from Paul Joyce. Second, and now we share screen to a different tweet. David Ornstein tweet. Florian Wirtz to arrive in UK. Current plan for Medical Friday. Fee 100 million guaranteed plus up to 60 million on add-ons. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, even with the add-ons. Paul Joyce came out and said the add-ons are all related to winning major trophies. So if Liverpool win the league, 5 extra million Leverkusen. If Liverpool win the Champions League, 5 extra million Leverkusen. Blah blah blah. Like all the add-ons are related to winning major trophies. That's been reported by the media now. The thing is, 100 million pounds is literally Jack Grealish money. That's literally what Manchester City spent on Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, 3 years after his Manchester City career, is now sat on the bench with his manager calling him out, about to leave Manchester City Football Club. But all the robotic City fans have to say is, he won the treble, he won the treble, he won the treble, he won the treble, he won the treble. It's like, it's the same. Yeah, Habibi, Christian Kivu won the treble. You know how many players I can mention that won the treble before? Does anyone here think PK is a better defender than Maldini? Ma PK won the treble 3 times. 3 trebles PK has. All this treble. We get it, but we're talking about 100 million pounds, and that's what they spent on Jack Grealish. With all due respect to Saad, and I'm not even trying to disrespect this player, but Arsenal spend 100 million on an athletic DM. Chelsea spent 100 million on a tackler. If I'm spending 100 million on a player that in the final third can make the difference for me, then it's worth every single penny. Because guess what? Football is about who makes the difference in the final third. I would rather have 4 world-class forwards than 4 world-class defenders, than 4 world-class midfielders. If I have 4 world-class forwards, I'm going to outscore everyone. I'm going to destroy everyone. And by the way, that's what PSG did. And I'll tell you why. Because Vitinha was a Wolves reject. Fabian Ruiz, they bought from Napoli. João Neves was looked at as just another Benfica-like scam thing because they paid so much money for João Neves. All of them are very good midfielders, 100%. But you don't look at them, at any of them, and think like, oh, this guy is like, this guy's like this next, like, Ziad, like Zinedine Zidane or something. Like, they're all good midfielders, Now, the problem is, and this is the problem that I have, is the City fans' change of energy. Because I've worked with Hamza. I know who Hamza is. Hamza last summer on Ahwa, forget any other show, on this very exact same show, liver no pull, ha 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 ha. You got rejected. 1 second, you got rejected by Zubimendi. Ha ha, Zubi do, ha ha ha. The summer before that, also knowing Hamza and doing spaces with him. Caicedo chose Chelsea over Liverpool. Ha ha, you have no pull. This is what would have happened if Wirtz went to City and Sherky went to Liverpool. Liverpool can't attract the big players. Liverpool can't attract players like Florian Wirtz. They can't. Liverpool might be 6-time Champions League. I'll never cuss Liverpool. But they can't attract the best of the best players. Now I've got City fans, the sheer audacity of a Manchester City fan to talk about value for money. When they spent 200 million on fullbacks 10 years ago, 7 years ago, that don't even exist at his club anymore. And you're talking about value for money. I'd rather have 100 million pound signing that makes the difference for me than 3 who are risks. And guess what? Sherky's hips was lying in the Club World Cup. And Pep Guardiola himself called Sherky out. He said, it's not even my signing. It's the club's signing. He said it. My only issue is that, and by the way, I don't even need to play like the whole minute and 35 seconds. But this is my final thing I'm going to show to the people here. Everyone in the chat, watch this with your very own eyes. Make sure you guys like and subscribing. These are the City fans the day they played Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. The day they played Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. This wasn't that long ago. This was before any of the saga happened. Watch when they were asked who should replace KDB. Right outside Wembley.
Who do you think City should replace Kevin De Bruyne with?
I think Wirtz is the thing that I would like to see.
He's the one everyone's talking
about. We would like to see him playing at City.
Yeah. The best option is Florian Wirtz, but he's probably the most expensive player out there, so...
City splashed the cash, right? They can get him.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyone else other than Wirtz that kind of catches your eye?
I wouldn't mind Eze, who's playing against us today.
All right. Premier League proven as well.
Yeah.
Wirtz. I see his stats and like this, he's a good player.
Yeah, I think Wirtz
He's the perfect replacement for him. He is young. He's so good. We saw him in the last Euros.
Florian Wirtz, 100%.
Are you saying that just because he's linked?
No. I mean,
You watch him week in, week out?
I mean, no. Well, I mean, my wife's German, and I have quite a few German friends, so I do watch a fair amount of Bundesliga, and I've watched him, and I've just thought, oh, this guy is, this guy is a man, and he's the real deal. So 100%, I would say, Florian Wirtz, 100%.
Florian Wirtz, with number 17 at Germany national team, and for example, he was also doing really well at Bayer Leverkusen. So yeah, I like him.
If we can get them, we can go to the champion. We can get the champion.
If I can take player from another team, it will be Odegaard, I think. Whoa. I hate Arsenal, but I take Odegaard. I love him.
No one even mentioned Cherk. No one. I could go on. The video continues, by the way. Most of them said Wirtz. One guy randomly said Odegaard. The other guy said Eze. Not single person mentioned Cherk. And now we're talking about value for money.
And you don't interrupt me when I'm
money. You know, because this guy at the start of the window told me you don't shop at Aldi's. Yeah. And now I shop at Aldi's and he's telling me value for money. What the fuck? I used to be the one that's doing value for money and you mocked me for it. Now you want to do value for money. It's crazy. It's honestly.
And I'm not being interrupted when I speak. And I'm going to talk about facts. No one interrupts me.
No.
I've got 4 points.
How many minutes does he have? We're not going to sit here.
Okay, let you go. You go first. I'll allow.
No. How many minutes you have? Like, tell us.
As long as I'm giving freedom of speech. I don't want propaganda.
How long?
I don't want football club that gets a lot of propaganda. The media darlings of England.
Guys, regardless what he said, I cooked the shit out of him there.
So you can talk. As long as I'm giving freedom of speech.
Go ahead. Freedom of speech.
Go ahead. Freedom of speech. My ass.
20 minutes, Hamza. 20 minutes freedom of speech.
You slandered those fans who said about Liverpool no pool. It is a fact. We know about Liverpool have no pool. And we can go back to why we say it. It is a factual evidence. We've seen 7 players rejected. You've been linked with Zubimendi, rejected. Enzo Fernandez, rejected. Bellingham, you had to shave your hair, bald. You look like me for a season. You waited for him for 2 years. Shameless. I've never seen a guy shave his head bald live on YouTube except you. Because you got shamed out by Bellingham 2 years.
Okay, who are the other 4?
So you look like me. You can never call bald people.
Who are the other 4?
Fourth one. Those are the third one. Fourth one. You had Caicedo. He was traveling there. Okay. Chelsea pulled him and said, "You'll come." He rejected it.
Okay.
Lavia was your next target. He did a YouTube. He swore, "I can't take it anymore. I don't have a pool. I'm tired. Can people let me go?" Chelsea said, "No, we don't have the Champions League."
So who's 6 and 7
Chelsea took 3 of your guys. One second. Then you had Zubimendi. You had your fan base singing Zubi Doo like Scooby-Doo song. Where are you? You were here showing with your blue coat that you wear, blue suit. I thought, what a shameless guy. Have you ever seen fan base standing up wearing blue suit for this? Yeah, they got rejected. They all came up.
Who's number 7 then? Who's number 7?
They're all here, frauds here. They're all shameless. They had to be bullied in school because they took another reject from Zubimendi. Then they twerked this season. They were going to pull who? Oh, Mbappe. Mbappe's mama is a Liverpool fan. Mbappe loves Liverpool. Mbappe's guy. You have no way I ain't going to that club.
Oh, you just added the 7th into line.
When you talk about no pool, it's because
there are only 5 on your list. That's true.
One second. So it's a fact. So we don't make it up.
No,
so
it's not a fact. Only 5 are true.
That. 1 second. They understand that. Number 2, why do we say that? We've seen players like in the past who were twerking for other football clubs, like Suarez was crying to go to Arsenal when Arsenal was shit. Yeah, he was crying to go to Arsenal. Arsenal bullying you, nearly getting Suarez. Xabi Alonso wrote a statement that I would like to go to Arsenal. When Arsenal were crap, he was gone. Gerrard was about to go to Chelsea. So we grew up watching your football club have no pool. Players grow up leaving your football. You're only used as a stepping stone. We know that for a fact. We've seen the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold. You're swearing at Trent Alexander. You're hate-watching on Trent Alexander-Arnold. When the guy left your football club and he wore your jersey as a little kid. We've seen it. So when we say that they don't have a pool, these guys are shameless. How come they come to us and tell us we don't have a pool? When I've got 2 pages, I can write a book about them not having a pool. Forget that. Even I pulled up the guy who was teaching me corner. Big up James French, who left them the football club to me. I pulled up a guy called Pep Linden, left them, used them as stepping stone, came back to me and said, Hamza, I need more trophies. Listen, I've got that pool. I've done it. Sterling, I take it. I can name so many. They'll be crying here. Okay, let's go. The reason why I'm not saying, I'll be shameless to say Wirtz is a bad player. Wirtz is a good player. Wirtz is a world-class player. Fact. Anyone who insults Wirtz as a bad player, you're shameless. And I'll be shameless. And City fans, you should not insult Wirtz because the top player, everyone knows. Me, I'm upset of the propaganda that I know that Liverpool Football Club have. And anyone who lives in England, who watches Premier League, and anyone who grows and watches Premier League, even more, who's knows the team that gets favoured a lot in England, including from FA, bottom is Liverpool.
No, but it's true, though.
From the media, you will not be allowed. So we know it for fact. Saad is the most hated. Fact. Saad, they hate him, they bump him. But you get away because that price. I don't believe that price. Because I've got two sources. One, the English media, who I don't trust them. They're the biggest propaganda. They lie to me. They had to be BBC had to be corrected by Grok on Twitter. BBC had to be corrected by Grok. I say, what a foolish mistake. Wallahi, I can pull up the thing. BBC saying that he was what? And they pulled out all this Jack Grealish. Grok said this is an error. It's an error. This is media that we see telling us about Liverpool Football Club. He was what? We've been told by the German sources, 150 million euros. I would believe the seller. Do you believe him? When you go to your supermarket, are you believing the guy says, oh, I bought it for this much? Or the guy who sold it? I said, no, I sold him. I'm the one who sold. I believe the seller. So the seller told me it's 150 million. Big up Plettenberg, who's been there. Big up the likes of those German sources. Big up all of them. Forget Bayern source. Bayern FC source is a little kid from Liverpool. Probably just tweeting that, and you think that we're going to believe that. Big up Plettenberg. Florian Plettenberg told us it's 150 million euros. But if you are told, pay 150 million euros. I told Martin in the space, I said, Martin, if it's worth 150 million euros, we either pay it, but Martin, I believe that if Wirtz gets an injury, that's a lot of money to buy. He's a world-class player. Wirtz is a good player. Liverpool got themselves a good player. I'm not arguing on this. Liverpool have got the best attacking midfielder in England. I'm not going to say that. He's the most under pressure player now to perform. No one's going to say. And remember I said that. I would be a hater to say he's a bad player. Wallahi. Florian Wirtz is the best player. He's the second best German player behind Musiala. Wallahi, Musiala is better than him. But only Musiala is better than him. Yeah? But to me, he's a good player. Would I have wanted him on City? Yes, Hussam. But that price, Hussam, I was scared after seeing Rodri get injured, Hussam, and I spent that money in January. I was scared to give that money, Hussam. And I wish him the best for Liverpool, because Liverpool are not my rivals. If the football club, I want them to win the league than Man City afterwards if we didn't win the league. Listen, bro, Liverpool, they've got top players, wallahi. Deep down, I don't hate Liverpool. I've got my father who support Liverpool. I've got my cousin support. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I respect that football club. So to me, anyone that hates on Wirtz because of his talent, wallahi, he's 22 years old. He's a world-class player. But Hussam, 300 million package, City refused to pay that. And there's things that I saw. I said, Europa League final, Hussam, I watched it, Hussam. I said, Bayer Leverkusen versus Atlanta. He could perform here to be sub Hussam.
That's why he's the perfect KDB replacement.
He's a good player.
KDB didn't perform in Champions League final.
But those are things that we see.
Twice.
Yeah. Hussam, he got substituted.
Just like Kevin De Bruyne, Champions League final 2 times.
And to me, I got a player like
Can't even respond, you see. Direct for me, headshot directly.
The Egyptian more.
Football historian.
I actually think that that Wirtz signing for Man City might be the difference between Man City winning the league or not. I believe if Wirtz signed for Man City will be favorites next season. Hamza, you know that your club fucked up with this, right? You know that signing.
That's why I said I need another player.
You know, okay, how many midfielders are you going to sign in within 6 months? Like you signed Nico Gonzalez, you're going to sign Reinders, you sign Shirky. Hold on. Within 6 months, Bro, Wallah al-Azim, Hamza, if Arsenal signed 3 midfielders within 6 months, we would have slaughtered them on every show. Broski, Kevin De Bruyne went away. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to ask you, do you think you're going to win the league next season, Hamza? You signed Turkey, you signed... So why are Liverpool stronger than you? Isn't it because of Wirtz? Okay, let me ask you something. If Liverpool signed Turkey and you signed Wirtz, would you have sat here and said that you are favorites or no? It's a yes. I know that you would say your favorites. I know that you're gonna sign a right back and you say your midfield. Wirtz, Reinder. Okay, look at the downgrade, guys. I'm being serious. Wirtz, Reinders, Rodri. Now remove Wirtz, add Foden or Shirky. Now that Liverpool midfield looks stronger now than City midfield.
Not really. Not really.
They do.
No, but
how?
Hold on.
How?
Let me just say,
how is that even possible?
So we believe the same thing.
Hold on. Wait. Let me just say my say, yeah.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna let you have your say. I'm gonna have you say.
Let me talk.
McAllister, Gravenberch, Wirtz, or Rodri, Reinders, and Phil Foden, or Shirky. Which one?
Man City.
Man City's one.
Man City's better.
Yes.
Yes, because Ziad, you know a lot about Reinders. I know you tune in every day, every weekend when you watch shows.
Let me tell you something.
None of us here, including Hamza, apart from me, who only watch Inter versus AC Milan or AC Milan versus Juventus, actually watch Reinders like this and knows how he play football. None of you have watched Reinders play, and none of you knows what Reinders is capable of.
Okay, 1 second. Let me
finish my take. Let me finish my take. However, all of us watch Bayern Leverkusen play in the Invincible season. We watch Bayern Leverkusen play against in the Europa League. We watch Bayern Leverkusen when they play Bayern. We watch Wirtz with Germany. We know what Wirtz is capable of. We watch Wirtz in the Champions League. We all watch Wirtz way more than Reinders. Okay, let me give you. None of you have even tuned into any Lyon game apart from the Man United game. For I hate Wallang. None of you guys. None of you have watched
Liverpool's midfield, performs better than Man City's. That I agree with. I said on your show yesterday, Mo, that Liverpool have the best midfield in terms of how they play as a collective, right? They've got good players. But Man City, and bearing in mind, I can't stand Man City. Them missing out on Wirtz is not as a big of a deal because the player that they've just gotten in Turkey is one, he's incredibly cheap, and two, the quality that he has. People talking about the first game he had, bro. Flipping, what are we doing here now? The Premier League's not even started. We're doing too much, if we're being honest. Like, let's be honest. Turkey's talent and his level is not. You guys are acting like Wirtz is up here and Turkey's all the way down here, bro. It's closer than you lot think. And there's more pressure on Wirtz to perform because that price tag, he's a very good player and I rate him technically highly, but if I'm going to be objective, no player is really worth the money unless you're like a Yamal type player, right? So there's more pressure on Wirtz to perform. And people say Foden, right? Foden had a shocking season for his standard, but why are we automatically saying that Wirtz is a better player and ruling out what Foden has? Wait, hold on. Why are we ruling out
Foden is not
what Foden? No, but hold on. We're already saying that Wirtz is the better player. Right? We're already ruling out. We're basically saying Foden's bad season overwrites all the good things that he's done in his career in the Premier League. Like, why we can't do that? Like, Foden's
okay, but here's the thing. I'll give you an objective response.
One second.
I'll give you an objective response because both of you agree. 1 second. I'll give you an objective response.
I want to know.
Bayer Leverkusen win the Bundesliga for the first time in their life and get to a Europa League final and win their German Cup. They had one loss that whole season and everyone said that Wirtz was the best player at Bayer Leverkusen. When they needed a win to secure the Premier League title, he literally scored a hat-trick on that day. And you can ask Saad, who works with Ashraf, who religiously watches Bundesliga. Ashraf thinks that Wirtz could even overtake like KDB in terms of legacy in the Premier League. Now, none of us here. One second. None of us here.
What the hell?
I'm taking from that. I'm going to remember this for you.
Wait.
Guys, remember what Ashraf
said. Wait. I said that's what Ashraf said. I'm saying, here's the thing, Ahmed, with the Shirky thing. Sherky could bang at Manchester City 100%. No one's denying this. Sherky is a very good player. He's very technical, yes. The thing is, the thing that separates them is Wirtz has done it at a higher level for a longer period of time. And as a matter of fact, you and Ziad both need to be the two most people doing Wirtz proper. I'll tell you why. Because Ziad arguments for Eden Hazard is he has the most man of the matches alongside Messi and blah blah blah. Florian Wirtz has the most man of the matches in the Champions League this season, even though Leverkusen got knocked out round of 16. Round of 16 they got knocked out.
Okay, listen.
And if your argument is technique, Wirtz has technique till tomorrow.
What did I say to you before? While I was making my argument, did I not?
And the Musiala thing. Can I tell you why Wirtz is even better than Musiala? I'll say final statement.
No, wallahi, no way. Wallahi.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Wait, let me tell you why.
No.
Let me tell you why. I'll tell you why. Here is what Musiala. This is what Musiala does better than Wirtz. Musiala is a better dribbler than Wirtz. 100%.
Way better.
But Wirtz is a better playmaker than Musiala. No one can deny this.
No
one can deny this, and it's proven by the numbers as well. And it's proven by the numbers. By the numbers, it's proven 100%.
I'll give you quotes. Yeah. Mario Basler, yeah, you have to respect Mario Basler, and the likes of what's his name, Dieter Hamann. I got quotes here from Mario Basler. He describes Wirtz in the national team as underwhelming, a player that lacks 30 to 40%.
People have said that about KDB.
One second.
People have said that about KDB.
I can send you the quote.
People have said that about Haaland.
No. Shush. I have yet seen Wirtz having a world-class game for Germany. Musiala is the main guy for Germany.
Sorloth is a better striker for Norway than Haaland.
Dieter Hamann. You can never class Dieter Hamann.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
He said, no, 1 second. He won't.
No, 1 second.
He will struggle to play at Bayern Munich because Jamal Musiala plays in the same
How would
position.
he struggle when they play with each other in the national team?
1 second, listen to this.
And if they would struggle to play with each other, why did
what are we talking about?
Ahwa is telling us what.
Ahwa is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Haman can hold that. Fuck his football opinions.
1 second, let's get something straight. Okay, listen, Liverpool didn't overpay for Wirtz, man. Let's be serious here. The market is just the way the market is. No, the market is just the way the market is. I'm sorry, you're seeing bums go for 50 million, 60 million.
Are you saying that because you overpaid for Enzo Fernandez? So you're trying to like?
We didn't pay for anyone. We didn't overpay. It's just the market.
I'm just saying.
Bro, I am a Chelsea fan.
Uppercut by Ahmed. Uppercut right there.
1 second. Uppercut, no uppercut. I am a Chelsea fan. If we overpay, we overpay. I don't care. We have money like that. But the problem is, when we sell 2 donkeys for 65 million pounds each, why wouldn't one of the best young players in the world go for 100 million? We sold Havertz donkey 65 million. We sold Mount donkey 60
Ahmed,
million.
your club wants 60 million for Garnacho.
Someone clip that send that to me that he believes Musiala.
This is what I'm saying. Garnacho is going to go for 50, 60 million. Why the hell wouldn't Wirtz go for 100 million? That's not overpaying. The market is just what the market is. Any single club out there that rate their player. And
so by that logic.
So are you saying Liverpool overpaid?
Hold on. So Wirtz. Okay, so by that logic, Wirtz is.
I don't understand. Like Liverpool.
Wait,
how much do you think players like Wirtz go for now?
Yeah. So how much should we have paid for him? What, like 70
like,
million?
It's ridiculous, broski. Like
and 60.
This is crazy.
From the British media.
Ahmed, hold on, Hamza. How much do you think a player like Valverde is worth?
80 million. 70.
Are you insane?
You think
Valverde will go for 130 minimum?
Bro, Valverde is going for 100 like minimum. Like
hold on.
Valverde is a player that can cover multiple positions at world-class level.
Okay. No. How much is Phil Foden, Hamza? If there is someone that is coming for Phil Foden tomorrow in the summer transfer window, how much would you sell Phil Foden for? Honestly.
He's going 130, 120, 130.
Okay, so how is it overpaid for Wirtz then?
No, I tell you why. And I've added English tax. I've added. No, 1 second. I'll tell you why. Okay. 1 second. Let me explain it. 1 second.
Foden.
Okay,
for 130.
We're talking about a player who's
the same English tax you paid for Jack Grealish.
Let me justify. A player who are one of the youngest players to have got Player of the Year, English player. No play. When's the last time?
Florian Wirtz got Bundesliga Player of the Season twice.
Bloody Mkhitaryan got Bundesliga player of the year. Shinji Kagawa got Bundesliga player.
And they were great. They were great.
They were great.
They were great at Dortmund.
Shinji Kagawa was Bundesliga player of the year. Yeah, no. Go to ChatGPT. That's what you're good at. Go on, type it.
Habibi, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne got player of the year. I don't understand his point.
So Henrik Mkhitaryan, to me, England player of Premier League player of the year, players player of the year, writers player of the year. He scored.
Watch this. Watch this.
Not already.
Just look. Official YouTube Bundesliga. Watch this. The most talented player in Bundesliga history.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's why he's under pressure. Wallahi, that's why he's under pressure.
Yeah, of course he's under pressure. He costs 100 million.
100 million, guys.
Anyone who costs 100 million comes with pressure.
No, but this is why I disagree.
You keep saying under pressure like I deny it.
For the player, the English tax. That's making
Hamza, wait. The thing is, what Ziad
is worth 20, 30 million.
Bro, what Ziad said, this is what Ziad said, right? He said the transfer market is inflated and everyone's that's what it is. We can't do anything about it. So my thing is, if that's the case,
bro, you paid 65 million for Cunha. Have some shame.
Hold on, Mo's contradicting himself now. Mo's contradicting himself.
No, 100 million is a fair price for one of the best players in Germany. How was that even overpaying?
If Chelsea or Man United, if those clubs paid the amount of price that Wirtz, Mo would be saying they overpaid because
that's not.
You know,
no, we would not.
No, it is true. It is true because I'll tell you why. Wait.
100 million pounds is a bargain.
No. Let me finish. I'll tell you why.
Christopher Nkunku got Bundesliga player of the year. Christopher Nkunku. Wallahi.
Hamza, 1 second, bro. 1 second. Anthony, people spamming Anthony. Anthony was 100% overpriced, and that's. Bro, I'm keeping the same energy. When Liverpool were in for Lenny Euro, and David Ornstein was talking about it, and Madrid were in for it, and Man United, I remember the comment section, they were all being accountants, and talking about the salaries that he was talking about, or you overpaid for 65 million, when first of all, 65 million is not a lot for a centre-back like him, and secondly, this is the same Liverpool that spent 65 on Darwin Núñez, and now all of a sudden, when they buy a player for 100 plus mil, it's worth it, but for other clubs, it's different. That's what I don't like.
Okay, Hamza, Ahmed, you worked with me this whole season. Did I bring up Caicedo's price tag once?
No, I'm not talking about these guys. I'm talking about I'm not talking about
why do you No, but here's the problem with your argument. You're using the flops as a measuring stick. Saad, did I bring up price tag once this whole season?
Rice is still over.
Did I bring up Caicedo price tag once? I didn't. You know who we bring up price tag for? The flops. We bring Grealish price tag. We bring Núñez price tag. We bring Anthony price tag. That's who we bring price tag. We don't bring price tag.
You know why though? You know why? Because if the players,
your manager Klopp wanted Anthony, but like at the end of the day, they're still overpriced. They're still
Ahmed, you cannot say 100 million is overpriced in today's
world. They are overpriced. Let me tell you how I knew there was a lot of British media programs.
Every time United buy a player, everyone's saying overpay.
After Hamza, can I speak?
No, but what do you mean overpay? Who said you over? Lenny Euro.
Have you ever seen British media saying he's 137?
Mo just said to me, Cunha is overpriced for Man United. I can guarantee you, if Liverpool bought Cunha for 65 million, he'd be saying it's a quality deal, 110%. You'd be saying that.
You're on mute.
Bro,
you're on mute.
How are we saying that this guy's...
Let me tell you guys the reality, right? Cunha is 65. Logically speaking, Wirtz for 100 million is a bargain. Let me give you an example. Kevin De Bruyne, one player of the season is Wolfsburg. Does anybody know when did Kevin De Bruyne move to Man City? Anyone here knows?
2016.
15. Okay?
15, okay.
How much did he pay for him? Does anybody know?
55 million pounds.
65 million pounds.
55 million pounds using Sky Sports.
Hamza, you can.
Okay, let's go to German sources. Let me go to the German sources. 1 second.
He was shouting, bro.
Habibi, Hamza, I'm just gonna give you my source and you can give them your source. I went now, guys, to Transfer Market.
Transfer Market.
Okay, Transfer Market. Yeah. Transfer Market, that's a website that records the transfer. That's not an opinion.
So
You
do
know
that
proof? Not a journalist.
You know that
They actually
professional
said it
clubs
in yours.
Yeah, but anyway, let
You
Paul
know
make his
professional
point.
clubs.
Okay.
Like,
So,
Yeah,
so
can I go after?
They literally paid 76
Yeah, okay,
million
we'll let
euros.
Saad go after.
That's
Go ahead.
65 million pounds.
You played 55 million pounds. Shame on you, man. Even
Halas,
saying.
maybe I don't know. I'm literally, I'll give you my source. The difference between me and you, you keep shouting, I'm reading. Like, I'm not like, that's not Mo's opinion. That's transfer market. So in 10 years later, after Neymar moved for 200 million, after Rice moved for 100 million, after Enzo Fernandez moved for 100 million, after, I think, did Pogba move before or after Kevin De Bruyne?
Well, like
Was it
51 million.
Pogba moved after. Yeah, Pogba moved after for 85 million. Lukaku moved from Inter to Chelsea for 85 million pounds, 105 million euros. Now Liverpool are paying for someone who won
97 million pounds. 97 million pounds.
Was it 97? I thought it was 85 million pounds.
97 million pounds.
Wallah.
No, he wasn't. Pogba.
90. No.
Anyway, the
point is 100 million pounds for one of the most talented players on paper, not in the Prem, in the Bundesliga, won player of the season. He won an invincible season for 100 million pounds. I know that the media are not doing add-ons and shit. Is a bargain.
Okay, can you name me 3 number 10s last season that were really good that impressed you then?
Can I?
Wait, I just want to, like, 3 number 10s last season. Who would you say?
In the world, you mean? Or Prem?
No, in the Prem. In the Prem.
There were no good 3 number 10s in the Prem, the whole Prem.
Impressed me?
Yeah.
Zelsh. Bruno Fernandes.
No, be serious. Be serious.
I'm being serious.
He's not being serious.
Well, don't ruin the debate. No one. The truth is no one.
To be honest with you,
no, you can't say it's no one. You can't say it's no one.
No, but
hold on, Osam. We can go through the team. Arsenal, none. City,
Odegaard underperformed.
Liverpool
don't have a number 10.
Don't have a 10.
Who performed really well last season in that position?
Newcastle, I can go through the teams. Newcastle, none. You have Tonali and Guimaraes, both are 8s or 6s or whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
Right? You have Nottingham Forest, Morgan Gibbs-White. He's a scrub.
He's
okay. Nobody
cares
about.
Nothing special.
He's just okay. Man United, Bruno Fernandes. Literally, Ahmed. Man City have none. Fulham, they have no number 10. It's Emil Smith-Rowe, which is actually flopped. Right?
That's a good shout in the chat. Rogers and Eze.
Cunha played as a forward, as a 10, probably yes. Okay, Morgan Rogers played as a 10, so that's a good shout.
Was like a second striker at Wolves, not
a 10. Very good shout. Very good shout. Eze played in a front 3 with Sarr, Eze, and Matetas. He was leaning to the left, so he wasn't
he was a left winger. Eze is a left winger.
Eze was a left winger, so we all know that. Who else in the league? Ipswich Town have no 10.
Cole Palmer hasn't scored an open play goal since January, so you can't say him.
Yeah, Cole Palmer didn't have a great season.
If you bought Hussam, what's it called? He plays in a 10 year.
So I think the one that is worth the 100 million is Bruno Fernandes.
1 second.
Anna,
I can lie right now. Okay, 1 second. Chat, before the transfer window opened, put 1 in the chat if you heard me say that I want Cunha at Liverpool.
That's not the argument that we're having.
Put 1 in the. How do you mean that's not the argument? If we
my
bought
argument
Cunha,
is, Wallahi,
I would be happy.
Okay, my argument is.
Yeah, 65 million is good.
Forget 65 million is good. That's not
overpaid. You just said it's overpriced. You just overpaid.
I never said that word. I said it.
United overpaid.
Ahmed,
that's not what he's saying. He's saying if you pay
Hussam, I'm gonna repeat exactly
100 for Wirtz is fair. That's what he's saying.
That's exactly what I said. I literally, Ahmed, told
how many ones in the chat? They all heard me say
Ahmed, I told you, you just paid 65 million for Cunha. That means Wirtz for 100 is a bargain.
It's not a bargain.
Yeah, that's
it. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you some question. No, is Cherky worth 30 million euros?
No, Cherky's worth more.
How much?
At least double.
Cherky, I would say is worth today's market 60 million, 65 million. Similar to Cunha.
It's half the price of what?
65 is not half of 100.
No, 1 second. What would you? Bro, 1 second.
Quick math.
Have some.
Man's not hot, never hot.
1 second. Have some shame on.
You're talking about how much Wirtz is worth.
Despite British media,
you are a doctor and you don't know half of 100.
Let me educate you.
You are a doctor and you don't know half of 100.
In the current market is 1.18 euros. Yeah, Let me do.
I'm talking pounds. I'm not talking euros.
No, 1 second.
I'm talking pounds.
No, we're talking about euros because Turkey was 30 million.
I don't give a fuck about euros. I'm talking pounds.
So if you convert 160,
I said 65 million pounds.
It's 137.
I said 65 million pounds.
1 second. So he's worth 137.8 million euros. Yeah? Let's say. That's the value.
I just said, yeah, Habibi, you asked me a question. You said, how much is Shirky worth? I said 65 million pounds.
And that's half, even less than half of what you paid.
No, that's 65% of Wirtz's price tag.
No, it's not. Because Wirtz has been caused. It's a cost.
No, it's not.
No,
Professor Hamza versus David Ornstein.
It's part of the deal.
Who shall I believe? Shall I believe Ornstein or Professor Hamza?
I'm giving you the British media. I got the 150 million from German sources.
British media, like it's not Ornstein.
Florian
Okay, خلاص. Caicedo never rejected us.
1 second.
No, 1 second. Caicedo never rejected us.
Let me finish.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back right now.
You
Caicedo
silence
never
people.
rejected
This
us.
is what you do. You silence people and they speak the truth.
I'm not silencing people. I'm not
muting
you.
You have this
You're the one that mutes people on spaces. I didn't mute you.
150 million euros from the German sources. We're questioning 150
Did
million.
Caicedo reject Liverpool?
1 second.
Did Caicedo reject Liverpool? Yes or no?
Adi,
Yes or no?
relax. Breathe.
I am breathing. Did Caicedo reject
You've got a
Liverpool?
top side. You should be relaxed. Why are you reacting? When you got a
I'm
top
not
side-
reacting. I'm responding.
Listen, you've seen me when I signed Jack Grealish. I talk about, yes, I spent 100 million. No. But when we put in million, because you're biggest hypocrite.
We got BNR for the raid.
1 second. BNR, big up BNR.
Yeah, big up BNR for the raid. Big up.
Big up BNR. When you spend 100
Like the video, guys. We're not even at 500 likes. We have 1,600 people in here. Have some shame. Anyway, go ahead.
When we're saying Florian Plettenberg, who's a renowned journalist from Germany, and we're getting German sources saying 150 million euros. Okay, fair enough. We'll give you the British propaganda. Take the British here. Take it. Open your mouth. British propaganda. You love it. There you are. I've looked at the figure. It's 137.8 million. 137.8 million. That's half, less than half the value of how.
Why are you taking my response and converting it? Yeah, I told you asked me a question.
Because when we pay, when we pay the money, they class it in euros. Wallah, they class it in euros.
Hamza, I did not answer you. I did not answer. You're missing the point. Wait, stop. Hamza, you're embarrassing yourself. You're missing the point. You asked me a question. You asked me a question. How much is Shirky worth, right? I said Shirky is worth 65 million pounds, not euros.
Okay, fair enough. And I thought euros.
Okay, so I'm talking what I answered.
Because Sam, the Turkey we got quoted in euros, you got quoted in pounds. That's the hypocrisy. It's to undervalue.
No, I said
we're getting reports from German sources. 1 second. We're getting German sources telling us he's earning 450,000 a week, and we're hearing British media lying to us and saying he's only getting paid 200,000.
Yeah, he's getting 200 grand a week.
So we're seeing there's a lot of discrepancy. So one person is wrong.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question about wages. I'll ask you a legitimate question, and for once you can take a step back and stop being fraudulent and answer honestly, and then we'll go to Saad. Hamza, you watched Mohamed Salah win Golden Boot after Golden Boot and Playmaker Award, and after fighting for fucking 6 years, performing consistently at Liverpool, he got 350 grand a week. You think Wirtz walks in to get 400? You think Wirtz would earn more than Van Dijk and Salah? You think that's normal?
Wirtz would Musiala, let me tell you, there's the ego going
Wirtz
on.
will never earn more than Salah and Van Dijk now.
When you're a football over top player, let me tell you something. Liverpool fans, you can cry me a river. Wallah, he never grew up supporting Liverpool. He never gave a shit about your football club. He saw Manchester City winning all the trophies in England. Guess what? Why would he? He doesn't have affiliation to Liverpool Football Club. Why is he going to care only 200,000 a week when Musiala is earning 450? Why is according to Hussam, a better player than Musiala will get 200,000 a week for when Musiala is earning 450? It ain't gonna make sense. When Bayern were offering him 380 to 400,000 a week.
Bayern wage structure is different than Liverpool.
He never had an affiliation. I don't believe
Hamza, you're just shouting for the sake of it. You're just shouting for the sake of it. Don't compare Bayern wage structure to Liverpool wage structure, because there are many players at Bayern that earn more than players at Liverpool. You know how many players at Bayern earn more than Salah?
Why does he have to come to Liverpool for a cheaper price? Why is he gonna take?
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, you want to know why he chose Liverpool? okay, these same things that you're talking about, no one, Kevin De Bruyne grew up supporting Liverpool, not Manchester City. He said it in an interview when he was a kid. Okay, still he chose to go to where? To Manchester City, and he killed it.
Because we offered him high wages.
Because sometimes transfers make sense. With Arne Slot, with him being the main number 10, I'll tell you a football reason why Wirtz chose Liverpool. Very basic reason that everyone here should agree with. You want to know the football reason? Wirtz at Liverpool will have a lot more freedom. That's it. Very basic answer.
So if I gave you a job, yeah? See, this is a hypocrite. You know these fan base, they're the biggest hypocrite. Liars.
I don't know what he wants at the end. What does he want?
He's so angry. He's so angry.
What do you want?
I'm bringing real football points and he's mad.
And another job, obviously, 500,000 a week. You know, as a footballer, let me give you a reason. Footballer, life is short span. Short. They only live for 10 years. They're done. He's ACL. He's a cat C. He's a cat C. Cat C means it's a car that's a little bit broken. He had an ACL injury. He's not cat A. Cat A is a new car. Back. New, shiny car.
Rodri had an ACL injury. Is he the best midfielder in the league?
Lovely.
Is Rodri the best midfielder in the league? He had an ACL.
I'm not saying he's a cat C. Yeah? A cat C from the Bundesliga. Yeah? I've got only 10 years. I love Liverpool so much.
Man said the cat C.
400,000 a week. Liverpool fans, you fraud. Go and tell your propaganda. We don't believe that story. Alhamdulillah.
Hamza, what did you say he was?
Liverpool fans, we don't believe that story.
Hamza, what did you say he was?
Go ahead, Saad. Go ahead, Saad.
What did you say he was, Hamza? I can't see.
And also, Saad, I want Saad to answer a question as well.
Disrespectful.
This is not the super chat section yet. Big up to all the super chatters. I promise you, they're all starred. Some people keep messaging, "Oh, you missed my super chat." I didn't. I promise you, they're all starred. We can go to them at any time. But can you guys rank Wirtz, Palmer, Bruno, Sherky? Saad, tell me what you wanted to say about Wirtz and answer this question as well.
Yeah. So I don't get what the whole talk about his price tag is. I think it's a steal. I don't think it's just right. I think it's a robbery, bro. 100 million for a Wirtz player. I think he's a 150 million pound player.
Well, you're jogging.
Like just 150 pounds, 150 million straight. Do you know what I mean? This guy will give you leadership. He will give you moments at the biggest moments as well, bro. I don't know what people are sitting there and talking about, bro. Nowadays, the big players, if you want to sit here, and guys, I'm not twerking for Hassan, bro. Let's grow up for a second. Some of us just have common sense. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna sit here and let fucking politics and football tribalism get in front of what I'm saying.
I heard him say it on the Cora pod because I'm subscribed to Saad Football Corner.
Anyway, I'll be real, man. I think Wirtz is a steal, man, and I would have taken him. He's the only player on this planet right now in the 10 position that I'd take over Erdegaard. That's a bit mad. So let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. That's a bit mad. But regardless, are you skunked at your damn skull? Anyway, I think no, 100% he's worth 150. This is I feel like people are missing the fact that 150 right now is what is for the top class player. Like I'd expect Saka to go for 150. If we sold Saka, I'd expect him to go for 150. Well, that's no. Okay, okay. Forget English tax. I'd expect
so much.
Forget Saka. 100% people will pay 150.
Why don't you call it out when Ziad is twerking for you the whole show?
People will say.
People start
we're just glazing Liverpool now. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Guys, there's only 3 players in my opinion in the world. Only 3 players worth more than
what is going on.
There's only 3 players. Very basic answer. Yamal, Mbappe, Haaland. Those 3 are above 150.
Listen, let's just summarize the whole thing. Yeah.
But what's twerking, bro? Listen. I'll be real. Yeah.
I want to understand what
you guys. Okay. I'll be. Hold on.
Do you guys think like he's not good?
Is this a bad sign?
Is he not good? Then?
Can I answer it?
I don't understand. Is this a good or a bad sign?
Wait.
This is an amazing, bro. If any of our clubs signed Wirtz for 150 M's or whatever it was, I guarantee you would be around the room dancing right now. So relax.
That's not
chill out,
again, when you use
you're a liar because I know how much you hate Bruno as well.
If I signed Wirtz right now, bro, I'll be running up.
Listen,
walls,
let me tell you something, yeah.
Going crazy.
My club is currently going for my club's currently going for Mbeumo for 65.
Look at this is that Hamza guy.
I've said many times. I've even said that Mbeumo ain't worth 65. He's a 50 million pound player. So we are going to overpay for Mbeumo. At the end of the day, with Wirtz, if we just summarize it, he's a very, very good player and I rate him highly. Now that everyone acknowledges what I think of him, we can put that to the side. Yeah, did Liverpool overpay for him? Yes. Does that mean he's a bad player? No. At the end of the day, we and everyone here has said when Chelsea buy a player, when Man United buy a player, or they're just throwing money at it.
Already.
No. But the thing is, this is where this
for
is
everyone.
where, yeah,
only the flops,
bro. This is where my issue is. Yeah, it's the flip flopping. Yeah, and because Liverpool signed the player, it means it's okay. But that does not discount that whether he's a good player or not. He's a very good player, but he is overpriced because one, we don't know how he's going to perform. As good as I rate him technically, yeah, and at a high level, he's top 3 in his position, right? We still don't know. Whereas with Turkey, yeah. He's a 30 million pound player. His talent is way higher.
He's lower risk. We acknowledge this. That doesn't mean
I know. But what I'm saying is that if it was like Chelsea who bought it or United, they would say, "Oh, they just overpaid."
That's
because
bro, Habibi.
Hassan, we bought Pogba, and then they said we overpaid for Pogba, and this guy was.
I mean, that was 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
It doesn't matter.
What was your equation? What was Ahmed? Because obviously you're the only one who was screaming it. Nobody else. Why didn't Arsenal get? Because we get tainted with that same brush. Every time we sign a player, it's criticized. So why didn't we get criticized? Why didn't we get criticized for Declan Rice when we signed him for 100?
I criticized it.
105 million. Yeah, you by yourself. Yourself. That's why you look.
Everyone. When you
okay. So hold on. Someone said you said it. You said it because you've got an agenda against Rice, and Hamza said it because he rejected.
Because he got rejected.
Even Grealish has said he's not worth 100 million.
For me,
you're a liar. You keep saying Grealish won me the treble. Don't lie.
Nobody in the media, no clubs, no fans.
No one going to say anything in the media because the all British people who none of the fans were saying it, bro, because he's worth English media will never say Rice is overpriced.
Because they love him. None of the football fans were saying it, bro.
Because this is going down a dark path.
Even Grealish doesn't get.
Here's the very basic answer. Okay, 1 second. I'll use 2 players from my own club so people don't get angry. I will use 2 players from my own club. Ahmed, did Liverpool overpay for Darwin Núñez?
Yes.
Did Liverpool overpay for Virgil van Dijk?
Yes. At that time, yes. It was a lot of money.
Yeah,
At that time, it was a lot of money.
Because he came from Southampton. People never hated it.
We can't talk about that.
What do you just say? Given everything you know, we overpaid for Virgil van Dijk.
Your question
you know why? He's right.
Your question is, was he overpriced
at
that time? You're not talking about how
people called him out. Some people laughed at Liverpool. Hussam, he was that.
You got to rephrase that question, Hussam, because you asked it.
No. 1 second. I'm asking about right now, knowing what you know.
No, I'm talking about when you bought him.
Okay, perfect. So we signed Florian Wirtz for 100 million. Next season, Liverpool win the Premier League and the Champions League, and we have Salah, so he's probably going to be our best player. So let's say Wirtz was our second best player, and he was clutch in the big games. Is it worth it?
If he contributes massively to your Champions League and also cooks
treble, like you win a treble,
he's worth the money. Yes.
But it had to be like
okay. Here's the thing. I'll tell you right now. This is my expectations on Wirtz, and then we'll do the super chat and the rest of them, and then we'll move on to talk about Zubimendi.
Ask us what's expectation. Because
I don't give a fuck about your expectation. Because I saw you on Twitter.
No, 1 second.
How much? Just give me
What's
number.
the
Just give me just
expectation
one
for
second. One second. Just give me number. How much GA you want Wirtz to get? Number. Just number.
I think it's about achievement. I expect him.
Yeah, I'm asking about GA. How much GA
No,
you want?
Listen, these are the following things: is GA and achievements.
Okay, what's the number?
When the most expensive midfielder and the most expensive player in Premier League history, I expect it to be the best player in the Premier League. Yeah, I need him PFA player of the year.
Bullshit. That's
And
never.
no, 1 second. I need him PFA. You have to walk because
Salah exists, Yahi.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. Salah's the top player. He's older, 1 year older.
I got him. Seriously.
Yeah.
I got him.
No, more.
No, I got it. No, I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm not gonna do. No, forget fucking Grealish. Anyone that sits here on this panel and tells me that there is a player in the league that is more valuable than Wirtz in terms of money and you overpaid, that means you're not expecting Wirtz to actually perform. Hamza, do you think Phil Foden is more? Do you think Phil Foden is more experienced than Wirtz? Do you think Phil Foden is more experienced, more expensive than Wirtz?
He said yes already.
You literally said already that he should be
150 million.
You know, Wirtz cost 100 million pounds. That is what I just checked.
No, let's do add-on. You don't pay 100 million.
Okay, I'm gonna do the add-ons.
Yeah, the add-ons is if we win the
We're counting.
No, hold on. Let's do the add-ons. Okay, Osam, let's do the add-ons.
No, but we're taking that.
With add-ons,
it's not part of the deal.
Okay, great. Okay, great. 116 million pounds. Fine.
0.5 million. According to the British, 0.5 million. According to the British media.
Yeah, you stopped him just for 0.5.
1 second. No,
go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. You can hold your head as much as you want.
You stopped him just for 0.5, 160 million. Okay, then.
But according to the British media, I thought we got 150 million.
Let him talk, Hamza. Let him talk. Go ahead.
116 million pounds or 117 million pounds. You said that Phil Foden, if you are to sell him, he's worth 120 million pounds, right? That's what you said. That's your word.
Euros. And guess what? It's English tax. You have to take out English tax.
Since when you use euros?
No,
I'm counting euros. I'm counting euros.
2 years of Ahwa, we never used euros.
I can't do this.
It's 100 million.
I can't do this either. خلاص, let me.
No, this is dead. This is dead.
Okay,
He's
so
never
let me
dead.
just ask Ahmed,
He's never
whatever he feels like.
what do you expect from Wirtz next season? For him to be successful?
I give very straight answer. I'm not like you. I don't bullshit, Hamza. Me, I'm very straight up guy. I expect in the Premier League 20 GA. I expect
10 goals and 10.
I said in the Premier League, so just Premier League. Premier League 20 GA. I want him to perform in the big games, and Liverpool should win either Premier League or Champions League. We cannot leave.
Most expensive
One
player.
second. Yahi, stop shouting. We should win either the Premier League or the Champions League. We cannot win FA Cup, Carabao Cup, blah, blah, blah. We have to win one of the two big ones. If Liverpool win the Premier League and we go back to back, first time in modern history, it's a success.
Do you expect him to be? Do you expect him?
No,
to
here
be
we go. See, this is the problem with these guys. The
player.
problem with these
And
guys.
you only want a Premier League. Well, look at this.
The problem is with these guys.
And
You want to know the problem with these guys? The problem with these guys, they are compulsive. They are compulsive liars. They will come here and tell you. They'll come here and tell you, Hussam, you never saw
Ahmed, do you know Man United, how big you are? Well, you're a big club. You remember when they signed Cristiano Ronaldo and all that? So if you're the most expensive player by far in the Premier League history, yeah, the pressure is on him big. Yeah. Do you think only an extra Premier League is enough? Only an extra Premier League.
There is no club.
He's happy just with the Premier League.
There is two major trophies.
Is it fair to say?
Let me
Hussam,
there are two major trophies that we compete for: the Premier League and the Champions League. If we win the Premier League, it's a successful season. If we win the Hamza, you cannot ask a question and then interrupt me every 3 seconds. If we win the Champions League, it's a successful season. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, it's not a successful season. We have to win either both or one of the major trophies.
And he obviously has to contribute to it because, you know, he has.
Maybe of course.
But what I'm saying is it fair to say, what he has to do in order to justify that price tag is, of course, achievement in terms of the Premier League and similar impact to Coutinho, Eriksen for Tottenham. Is that fair to say?
No, of course not. I expect bigger impact than fucking Coutinho and Eriksen.
Yeah, but Coutinho was world class though.
Coutinho was world class for. I'd say Coutinho was world class for maybe like a year and a half. That's it.
Man City signed the most. We signed the likes of Grealish and all that. We went and won the treble. We won 4 in a row.
No, but the thing is, Grealish is priced.
No, 1 second. I called out my players.
Grealish contribution is pass back.
I called out my players for winning only a league title last season. Wallahi, imagine. Look, what's that? Ahmed, wallahi, I called out my players for only winning the league title last season. Wallahi, the season before. Wallahi, I called them out. I said it's a failure. How can we only win 1 league title? How can... And he is signing the most expensive player in Premier League history. And he's telling me, I'm only accepting 1 Premier
What can I
League.
reply to you?
Well,
Let me just reply to you.
So according to Hamza, winning the Premier League is a failure.
That's why I don't believe it.
Wait. Let me reply
if
to you.
winning the Premier League or the Champions League is a failure, what have you left for actual
No, Champions League, I agree. But it has to be Premier League and a Champions
Let me
League.
reply to you.
No, I'm saying one of the two. It has to be.
I believe 2. It has to be 2.
Okay, let's just answer Z's super chat and then we'll speak about Zubimendi and different topics.
So yeah, let me give my one first.
Everyone just
I didn't even answer.
Guys, just
so I would go
just so this doesn't become like 15 minutes. Everyone just give me a ranking 1 to 4. That's it. Very khalas without commentary. Go ahead.
Also, one of us only.
I would go
like all of us.
I would go Wirtz, Palmer, Cherky, and Bruno.
Ahmed.
Palmer, Wirtz, Cherky, Bruno.
Hamza.
Wirtz is the most expensive. I have to put in there. Palmer, because he's been here before and he's a top player. Cherky. And who's the other one? And Bruno. Yeah, Bruno. Yeah. Cherky got 30 million euros. Nothing.
Palmer, Wirtz, Bruno, Cherky.
My one is just as it is on the screen. Wirtz, Palmer, Bruno, Cherky. That's my ranking. Anyway,
but this is the thing. This is the thing. You can't.
Let me.
No. But we can't. You just put Palmer over fucking Wirtz. What the hell are we smoking here, bro?
No, I think it's the same as the screen. Wirtz ahead of Palmer.
Yeah, Habibi, Saad.
Palmer, Bruno.
Mo just said Palmer, Wirtz.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah, that's what Ahmed said.
I said that like days ago.
Mo Ahmed said that.
Yes, and Ahmed said that.
What's wrong with that?
No, you said Palmer ahead of Wirtz.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Well, we're not going to discuss this, guys. I'm being serious. I'm not.
By the way,
guys, you just twerked for this guy. Saying
exactly. And all I'm saying,
now you're saying Palmer.
The thing is, you see this reaction here, by the way. You see this reaction here. Hold on, before we move on. This reaction here. Wait. Hamza, one sec. This reaction right here cannot be taken serious. Why? Because it's the same guy that said Saka's better than Yamal. Now move on to the next. Halas. That's it.
Shameless more.
Okay,
I can't lie. That was a knockout.
Anyway,
he hit me in the
chin. Let me just read these super chats.
I'm talking about him, bro, and he doesn't understand the topics, and he doesn't even understand what we say.
Hamza, who is better, Wirtz or Foden? One word answer, Hamza. Just one word.
Wirtz is more expensive, so I'll put it.
Who's better? Just fucking
answer it properly. Answer it properly.
Well, I've not seen Wirtz in the Premier League. How can I trust?
So his answer is Foden, Dinashan. Big up, boys. Been a while since I watched Hamza. Relax, Marco. Why are you calling Hamza a kalb? He's a fraud, not a kalb.
Oh, he called me kalb. I thought he called me like.
I told you you're gonna piss off the Egyptians if you criticize Salah. Didn't I tell you? I told you have Marmoush play your cards. You never listen. I told you.
No, I don't come. I mean, I love Egypt now. Egypt is my favorite.
You have to now because Marmoush is your player. Marmoush is your player. You have to do Salah.
I'm on Egypt. Afcon, wallah. Let's go.
Someone else probably told him Saad or maybe Mo. No, because the thing is, you think you have a gotcha moment, but I always cook you just like every single time, Messi. Don't worry though. It's all Kroenke's fault. I know. City fans are rattled by the Wirtz rejection. They've been so rattled. Vater is doing CIA intelligent agendas and just bringing up value for money. Fucking City fan bringing up value for money. You're mad. Hamza reminds me of kids who used to chill out, Fonzie.
Then I want to go back. Go. I didn't see.
Hamza makes Igal look sane. Guy looks traumatized.
Hamza, he said you're a great guy, bro.
He said you're a great guy. Hamza, do you know how to dance to Hips Don't Lie?
Let's not.
Oh, talk when you don't talk like that. You make City fans go mad. So keep on spitting, cry more, you bums. Trikira, your hips ain't the one. I'm on tonight, but your hips don't fly. Ray on Cherokee, you'll move.
Cherkira. His hips was lying in the Club World Cup.
Is that Liverpool fans that's doing it?
Yeah. Hey, Hamza, Dimitri is Russian. Don't fuck with the Russians. Telling you.
No, but he's a Liverpool fan.
Yes.
What a shame. Only Liverpool fans will do that.
Hamza, who's a better dribbler, Sharky or Wirtz?
Both are good dribblers. I can't choose.
I'd say Cherky.
Is it?
But I'd say
better dribbler is probably I would say Sharky, but
it's like Figo and Zidane dribbling.
But Wirtz is probably a better playmaker, but Cherky.
Yeah, better playmaker, better finisher.
Wirtz is the better overall player, bro.
Yeah, overall,
all-round player.
It's close.
Don't compare Lend Me a Penny to Wirtz, lol. Exactly, Ahmed. That was weak.
Oh.
Hamza stays shouting but says absolutely nothing. Yeah, he got so rattled, start shouting for no reason.
You got rattled.
I'm not rattled at all. I debunked all your points.
You are telling me, oh, he just
also never forget this was your.
When we run, be a big fight. City think them lucky it easy, think you're the light. But while it's come to war, not time for no kite. This is step up, bust the net, pure white light.
You started.
I love that dance view. I love that.
Well, let's stop showing me this is shameless.
Bro, Hamza,
this is gonna be played all season,
bro. Hamza knows how to dance.
He cooks as well.
Prodigy, you're a shameless human being.
You think Prodigy is the one that had it? I sent it to Prodigy. I sent it to Tabang. He didn't send it to me. Price tag talk when all our clubs recently dropped Premier League record fees is shameless. When you're competing for titles, it comes down to who's the better player. So if they get you over the line, who cares? Exactly. If Liverpool win back-to-back Premier League titles for the first time in my lifetime, or win the Champions League, you think I give a fuck? You think when I'm watching my club lift the Premier League or lift the Champions League, I'm gonna go like, no, we paid 100 million for Wirtz. Who gives a fuck, bro? Run me the trophies, mate. Run me the trophies. Everyone's saying wheel it back. Get me to 500 likes. I'll wheel it back. We have 1,600 people in here. We're not even at 500 likes, and you want me to wheel it back. 500 likes, I'll wheel it back. Everyone close the live chat and like the video right now. Good transfer should be about fees and wages too. Grealish was 100 million plus 300k pounds a week. Cunha could be 65 million, but also have 300 pounds a week. Wirtz maybe 100 million, but he's on less wages than Odegaard.
Cunha's not on 300.
By the way, can I just say one thing as well? Liverpool have earned back 80% of what they spent on Wirtz already, bro. On two players, Harvey Elliott and fucking Jarrell Quansah, bro.
What about Man City?
35 million.
Hold on. Do you know?
No. I'm not saying it because I'm not saying you don't.
What they sell?
I'm not saying. I'm saying all these people that are talking about.
No, but 1 second. When I sign players like, when I'm spending January, you fool. You talk for Liverpool fans. You're shit. I caught you there. When I spend money and I sold,
why is he so upset? Why is he so upset?
He's so upset because Wirtz said no.
Unbelievable, bro.
Working that is dangerous.
You wanna know why he's upset? Because Wirtz said no. That's why.
No, Saad.
That's why.
How come you never said that?
This is why. This is why.
He's so upset. Wallah,
he's so
it's
mad.
Unbelievable.
You all know why.
No, the guy doesn't. He spent in January. I spent 147, including I didn't spend my money.
So why you remove add-ons for City? Why you remove add-ons for City? Why you remove add-ons for City?
I sold.
Why you remove add-ons for City? Include add-ons.
Right back to
and tell me how much in euros as well.
30 million. You've never heard of him. I sold the right back to Dortmund for 30 million. You never even heard of him in summer. How come you never counted that? How come
people point being transfers should have backups?
Hold on, because Hamza's such a fraudulent piece.
Well, you talk for Liverpool.
Because there's numerous times on my own streams and the Cora pod where I've said, you know what, City actually sell so they sell well. They do very well at selling players. So why? Yes, because you spent 200 million on duds.
Hold on. I didn't spend 200 million. I spent 147, but all that money.
No, tell me how much in euros and include add-ons.
You know
how much in euros?
How much in euros? How much in euros? How much in euros and include add-ons? There you are.
220 million. I sold in the summer.
There you are. Hold that. Point being, good transfer should have backups. If
you don't know about Jan Cooper
because of his wages compared to someone like Havertz, Rashford. Yeah, of course, wages plays a part. 200 grand a week, you could sell him. but he's not gonna flop anyway. Hamza wages in Europe are reportedly before tax 450k a week, ins 225k after taxes. Took a slightly less base pay, but we have a lot of incentives. Bro, Hamza should be the one that actually understands this the most, because Liverpool and City both do incentivized wages. So he should know this.
Yeah, but Hassam, the 200k incentivized.
No, 200k is the base. 200k, 200 grand a week.
You see, so that's a lot, though, man. That's a lot.
I agree with you.
How much is Salah on?
Base 350.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I don't think the fee from Wirtz is not overpriced, but to give him 200k, that's mad, bro.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that was the point that Adarsh brought up, because Havertz is on 300 grand a week. Sancho's on 350 grand a week.
No, I know. If you compare it to others, then it's not a lot. I know.
And if I compare it to my wage bill, top is Salah 350, then I got Van Dijk 275, and then after that, it's Wirtz for 200. That's not a lot.
Van Dijk only earning 75k more. Haram.
If anything, yeah, it's the transfer fee rather than his, because if 200 bags for Wirtz is not a big thing in my opinion.
Bro, do you know what it is? It's been normalized. It's too much, but it's because it's been normalized.
Yes. Husami, I've had a lot of shameless people here, but nobody's ruining the shows like Hamza and Igal. I love your shows, but these two can't have a conversation. I don't think Igal is ruining the show or Hamza, because he got destroyed today. So we just destroyed him peacefully. And now he's on Spaces, because there he will mute everyone. He will mute everyone on the space. You get me? Ahmed, what do you you know actual price? What are your criteria? You can't say how much a player is worth until he performs. The bargain is used when the player overperformed. That was the point I was bringing up to Ahmed. No one mentioned Caicedo price tag and shit, but people bring up Grealish price tag, Anthony price tag, Nunes price tag.
Caicedo's still overpriced, even if he's performing at a good level.
The thing is, no one if Liverpool are successful next year, no one will bring it up.
There is nothing called overpriced if the market dictates what you pay.
Yeah,
that's it. Basically, it's nothing called overpriced.
And that was most point
Ahmed, Ahmed, you don't work in the stock market. You're not the one who's pricing the player.
There's a market.
Yeah, but there's a market.
What players
Ahmed, there is a market out there. Shirky was sold for 30 million because of an agreement, not because his price is fucking 30 million.
Shirky on paper should cost 65 million pounds on paper. So bald fraud, Hamza. People are spending money to ask you a question. Can you leave the spaces alone, please? Hamza. He has the stream on mute. Here you go. See? Can you answer the fucking question? Can you unmute the stream and respect the audience? It will be nice. Hamza. Hi.
Yeah, no. Someone's at work.
So bald fraud, since City has the biggest salary cap in the league, so City have to win all the other. Wise, it's a failure if you don't win them.
Me, I've always said I've got standards at my football club. It's about winning major trophies. I don't do this kind of little thing. You sign the most expensive player. If I sign Wirtz for 150, the pressure I'm putting him, I expect a treble. I expect a treble from Wirtz. You're not taking that money, and I'm paying 150, and you don't get me a treble. Remember, I've won a treble before, so the standard is different. I'll see. Ask 35. The same thing we said.
Okay, no problem. So why didn't City win the double every time they spent? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. City didn't win the double.
We didn't break the record, did we?
Oh yeah. You didn't.
Yeah, when? Go on.
Stop. Cole Palmer has went 25 games, 26 actually, without scoring a non-penalty goal for Chelsea or England. Yeah, that's why I can't put him top. But hey, it is what it is. By Hamza's logic, Grealish should have more expectations than Vinny because Jack Grealish was more expensive. You can shift the goalpost as much as you want. The goal has already been scored. Facts, Adarsh, and you cooked his ass with your super chats. Big up. What City targets 500 million double is a must. Yeah, since January, they spent 285 million, by the way. And he's talking about money spent. Grealish 22-23 treble season. 28 games, 5 goals, 7 assists. And this guy want to talk about, he needs to get 40 GA. Kaká won the Ballon d'Or with 29 GA. Kaká, who was like probably one of the best 10s ever.
GA wasn't even that high when you
and had that amazing season. By the way, I don't want Wirtz to score a hat-trick against Leeds. I want him to score important goal against Arsenal, important goal against City. So I'm putting even more pressure. That's why it's not about the numbers. I don't need
basically what Palmer did in his first season.
I don't need Wirtz. No, but the truth is, I'm sorry, Ahmed, I'm going to say this. I don't need Wirtz to perform against Leeds because guess what? I can beat Leeds with fucking Jota and shit. I need him to perform against Madrid, PSG, blah, blah, blah.
Are you expecting him to have a Palmer first season? Is that what you're expecting?
No, but he cannot do that because Liverpool have Salah, ya Habibi. Yani, here's the thing. Let's say
perform better than Salah.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a straight up example. I'm not even denying what Palmer does. I'm just giving you just fact. Let's say Liverpool this season, next season, get 15 penalties. Wirtz scores 15 non-penalty goals. But if Wirtz took the penalties, he would have what? 28 goals, 27 goals. But the thing is, Salah will always take the penalties. Salah will be the top goal scorer at Liverpool.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, because you have a player who's like high volume like that. So it's.
I'm not even saying that he has to get a crazy amount of G. For me, it's all about how he performs.
It's about performances, which I agree with you. Yeah. Money talk from Hamza just doesn't sit right with me. Same guy whose club pays to 525 grand a week every week to the.
Yeah, there you are. So you're good at making money. It comes up when we paid 51 million on Haaland. You said you paid his dad this. You paid his mum 8.6 million for his dad, 8.6 million to his mum. You paid 17 million for both of them.
We didn't pay anything to Wirtz's
17 million to mum and dad. It's in
Big
the
up.
British media who protect you.
Yeah. Anyway, just before we move on to Arsenal, by the way, 500.
When we run, it be a big fight. City think them lucky, easy think you're the light. But while it's come to war, not time for no kite. This is step up, bust the net, pure bite light. City fan, them stand out kind of blind. Marmush on the bench, should I move with might? Henderson, lucky City, what broke out right. Pep on the sideline, feel.
Hamza's a good dancer as well.
It becomes boring. No one's gonna like it. No one on the show likes it.
Oh yeah, it becomes boring. But you gave the same monologue about Salah, Van Dijk.
You know what the funny thing is?
This guy's 100 million times.
Do you know what the funny thing is? You know that Twitter account. You know that CF Bayern Twitter account. In Hamza's outburst, he was cussing out that Twitter account, and then the YouTube video is him dancing to the tweet of him saying stuff about Man City.
By the way, I watched Patrick's show. Hamza came in the middle of Patrick's show and had a meltdown. Martin had to calm him down. Anyway, guys, look, we have 1,500 people locked in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We're only 15 subscribers away from 53.9k. The road to 55k continues. Final section of the day. I don't want to do too much. Just Arsenal talk, Zubimendi, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Saad, your club can announce Zubimendi every day. One day Sesko, one day Jokeres. How you feel about your club right now? Like sub chat. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm happy with Zubimendi, of course. I'm happy with him coming in. Do you know what I mean? We bought him for 40 million euros. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gassed, bro. It's a bargain. It's a bargain. 40 million euros in this climate, bro. But all jokes aside, yeah, listen, I'm happy with Zubimendi.
Are you happy that Zubimendi rejected Liverpool and joined your club? Why does Usman keep saying that Zubimendi rejected, what's his name? Wirtz rejected City. I'm being serious. What does that tell you about Arteta's pull and Arsenal's pull? Getting Zubimendi over Liverpool.
I mean, he's good at convincing Spanish players to join the club, innit? But listen, I'll be real, yeah. I'll be real. I don't know how to read this transfer window, bro. I'm just so confused as to what's happening, bro. Because it's just such a mess. Like, it's such a mess what's going on in this transfer window for Arsenal. I don't know who we're signing. I don't know who the main target is, because so many credible journalists are just coming out. One's saying freaking Sesko is our main target. The other credible journalist is saying that Gyökeres is our main target. I don't know who to believe, bro. I'm confused. So
director wants Gyökeres, manager wants Sesko. That's how I can see it.
Yeah, but this is all said. Like, some people say that there's no argument between them. Some people say that there is an argument between them. I don't know what's true, bro. This is the thing with Berta, bro. He's very, very good at doing what he wants to do, which is confuse the whole situation, so nobody knows who he's gonna get. And then we just get a bomber out of nowhere, and then bang, we've signed either Gyökeres or freaking Sesko or whoever. So nobody in the fan base knows. Now, the only thing I will say is I'm very happy on the Rodrigo front, because he did not play a minute in the game today for Real Madrid. Inshallah, the talks go wrong, the talks go left, because I need us to get Rodrigo, man. I need us to get Rodrigo.
You know what the
if
problem
he
with
says he wants to leave, I'm on it.
Saad, I'm being serious. The way you talk and the rest of the Arsenal fans talk, to be honest, is that if Rodrigo doesn't come, they lose all the hope.
Yes.
There is not.
Actually, no. If Rodrigo doesn't come, I want Lookman. If we don't get Lookman or Rodrigo,
You're getting Madueke.
But the reason why they're saying that is because if he does come to Arsenal, he becomes their best player, isn't it? That's probably right.
That's like talking about Madueke is like talking about the.
You have any response to Fonzie, by the way, quick?
Hold up before you cook, Saad. Get TK in his place. Yeah, Fonzie, you suck my nuts, you fraud. How about that, mate? Yeah.
Suck his nuts. That's
but you know what it is though. Like obviously, I'm just a bit.
I'm just confused, bro.
I'm a bit confused that Arsenal fans want Rodrigo. I mean, with the way how they were moving when it was head to head, it didn't really sound like that. But now they want him. I mean, fair play.
Is he even better than Saka?
No. Because you said. So you're not. So you're.
He joins Arsenal and becomes best player right away.
100%.
Right away. Is he better player than Saliba, for example?
So, yeah, 100%. Why are you comparing a centre back as well?
No, but you're saying the most. Okay.
Yeah, he becomes the best player. 100%.
You get my point. Like Van Dijk is a very good player.
Yeah, I get that.
Like it doesn't matter how many goals you score, Van Dijk still. So you think really Rodrigo comes into Arsenal, he's the best player?
I'm absolutely convinced. Of it. Convinced of
better
it.
than Saka.
What he's done as well in big games.
Mo, why are you asking stupid questions?
Because I'm not convinced about that, by the way.
So Saka's better than Rodrigo?
Yeah.
It's not. What is
what we doing?
You have to look up the caliber where he's come from. He's come from Real Madrid.
What are we doing here, bro?
He's done it in big games. He's come from Real Madrid.
The biggest Champions League at the Bernabeu, and Saka dunking on them, bro. Meanwhile, Rodrigo is
everything in football.
Come on, man. Come on.
Let me just answer a question. What more?
This is the problem of Arsenal.
Let me say one with you. You don't use the logic. You don't use who's officially won everything in football, has been instrumental for Real Madrid winning these major games and competition, to a guy who's got the same amount of trophy as a Bangladeshi captain.
Great, Hamza. Do you think Jack Grealish?
What are we doing here,
Hamza, do you think Jack Grealish is better than Saka? Just answer this so we know. Do you think Jack Grealish is better than Saka?
Jack Grealish is this year, no chance.
Not this year. Even this year. Give me a second. You think Jack Grealish is better than Saka as a player? He won everything in football.
No.
He won a treble. He won the league. That's different.
But my thing is,
this year is insane. But Ahmed, this is the problem. You didn't drop the context. You said no, but hold on. Okay, can I just rebuttal your point? Because you made a point, tried to dunk on me and the fan base, but you completely didn't explain it properly. We weren't dunking on Rodrigo because we don't think Rodrigo is a good player. We were dunking at all the people that were going to say, watch, when Rodrigo is in the same stage as Saka, he's going to outclass Saka. He didn't outclass Saka when he was on the same stage as him. Okay. And on top of that, Rodrigo is two games. Rodrigo is much better on the left. Rodrigo is much better on the left.
You do realize that you beat Madrid not because you had Saka, because you as a team played much better in both legs.
Saka was instrumental to a lot of the goals, bro. What are we talking about here, bro?
Let me finish.
Are we actually doing a madness, bro?
Let me just finish here, because by that logic, you know what? You had Marino and you had this guy up front. Does that mean you're not going to take Mbappe because Mbappe didn't do anything in them two legs? Like, do you get that's why your argument is flawed, because Madrid have sick players, but as a collective, as a team, they absolutely shut their bed. And this is why we can't judge it on head-to-head. You can't judge players on head-to-head and how they perform with Madrid and Arsenal, because Madrid have an abundance of quality players, but as a team, they played awful. So my question is here with Rodrigo, if people think that Saka is better than Rodrigo, why do Arsenal fans want Rodrigo so badly? It's not because he's just a left wing player. Because that means deep down, he's a difference maker.
No, but that can be, he can be a difference maker, but wouldn't you want to have two difference makers in your team rather than just have one?
Your team currently right now has no difference maker, hence why.
No, we have Saka who's a difference maker, but that's only one guy. He can't do it all by himself.
Rodrigo in the biggest game the UCR's performed, like against Man City. Saka against PSG, Mr. Sitter. Biggest game.
Also scored a goal. Also scored a goal.
By a mistake. It was a mistake.
Also scored a goal.
It was a mistake.
Also scored a goal, and no, it wasn't a mistake. And on top of that, and on top, no, but
that wasn't even a decisive moment.
This is the thing. You guys can't be genuine and can't be.
We're being genuine. I'm being genuine.
No, you can't.
Against
because
Newcastle,
there's always going to be with Saka. With Saka, you're not going to speak about the. You're not going to speak about Hamza. 1 second.
Still missed the penalty against Madrid and still missed an open net against PSG. So
Saka. When it comes to Saka, you lot are never going to speak about the chances that he creates, which are on a plate for somebody. And brother, are we going to just go out of the way and not even say that this guy was beating Salah on assist numbers?
Bro, Nuno Mendes
beating Salah on assist numbers in Salah's best season, which he had numbers wise,
right now, bro. We're diverting away from the topic here. Let's
you guys decided to make this a whole Saka versus Rodrigo. What I want to talk about is Rodrigo coming to our club is going to be instrumental.
Most question.
He hasn't won anything.
Mo's not convinced by the Rodrigo. My reply to him is that he does become their best player. Bro. Like, even
I don't think so.
He is the difference maker. That's why Arsenal fans want him, because currently, with the team that you have and with what you've achieved in the past 5 seasons with Arteta, you do not have a single difference maker in that team to get you over.
But you're looking at it wrong. You're looking at it wrong. We don't want Rodrigo because we have no difference maker and he's going to be something different.
That's why you want him.
We're not looking at it wrong. No, we're looking at it as Saka is the difference maker, but not everything can fall on his shoulders. You need to get more of those players. That's how you build a title-winning team, a successful team, when you have multiple players that can just grab the ball and say, you know what, bun this, I'm just passing 2-3 man and slapping it top bins. If Saka does that all the time, what's going to happen he's done it multiple times, but this is he did it against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, he ran through their whole defense. Nottingham Forest, who'd been chomping man down. Bro, Nottingham
Forest game when he completely Rodrigo done it at the Bernabeu.
Nottingham Forest. Can I explain? Nottingham Forest cooked Man City, cooked all of your clubs, cooked Liverpool, their defense. They didn't let you get nothing, not a sniff. So relax. You man are talking like as if it's just easy.
Hold on. Saka failed against Palace. Saka failed against Newcastle in the Carling Cup. You didn't even score a goal. Saka got dunked by Man United in the home game. What are we doing here? Saka could not win the league. You're comparing with Mo Salah.
Yeah, but that's not making
Wait. Nuno Mendes had him on lock.
Saka was injured. Saka was injured, Habibi.
Okay, guys, let's forget Saka. Hamza, as
United home game.
Rodrigo, 1 second, I want to ask Hamza a question because he's involved in the title race. So it's Liverpool, City, Arsenal for the title.
Liverpool favorite.
Are you? I'm never. Hamza, stop being a fraud.
He's going to hold out words.
That's not the question. We're in the fucking race. Okay, as things stand, are you looking at Arsenal and are you worried with the transfer activity?
Liverpool.
La ilaha illallah. Yeah, Habibi, I know you're worried about Liverpool. I'm saying about Arsenal. This different topic.
They haven't done nothing. I'm hearing they're losing party. I don't know whether that's true. Is that true? You're losing party?
I think so.
Because Berta and him had an argument.
Everything is coming out like as if I think Thomas Partey left. Thomas Partey is going to leave. He came out in an interview himself and said, like, the main reason why I left Atletico Madrid for Arsenal is because of Berta. The agents couldn't like.
But Zubimendi is a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah, I think Zubimendi is a very good player.
He can actually break the line.
You also need, so could Thomas Partey. What are you trying to say?
No, I'm not talking about Partey.
But do you feel this is an upgrade? Do you believe Partey is an upgrade? No, Saad.
I was about to say, bro.
Saad.
Partey is solid, but Zubimendi is a good player.
Saad, do you believe Zubimendi to Partey is an upgrade or downgrade?
I
want to ask you that question.
I'd say it's the one thing he's missing that neck and neck, bro.
It's
because
definitely an upgrade.
The reason, no. The reason I explain to you, can I explain to you why it's not an upgrade? Why I don't think it's a massive upgrade.
I'm just gonna give you a couple of words.
That triggers it.
Age difference, right? And work for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, and injuries. That's it.
Okay, but also you're missing out the physicality that Partey brings on the football pitch, which he doesn't have. He doesn't have that physicality, that raw dog in him. Yes, Zubimendi on the ball is an amazing player, and he can spot a pass from like 2 or 3 moves away, bro. And he's already spotted that pass. That
I want to ask you a question because
but the physicality is not there.
Here's the thing. Look, Zubimendi, Partey, I think they're close. I do agree with Saad. I don't think we have a definite answer right now. But here's the thing, Saad. Look, I want to ask you this honestly. Let's say, very feasible scenario, Arsenal signs Semenyo, Sesko, and Zubimendi, or Semenyo, Jokers, and Zubimendi, whoever, right? Do you think Arsenal can win the league next season, and what chance do you give them?
If we sign... So, are you talking about all main targets? All our main targets?
Yeah, here's the thing. The thing is now, I can't say you're going to sign Rodrigo because very second of this second, we know that
Semenyo, Sesko, and Zubimendi.
So until we get like...
Okay. Can we win the league? If we had a better manager, yes. But will we? No. I don't think so.
Even with the targets,
I don't... I think we have maybe a 20-25% chance of winning the league. Just listen, I've been 25%. Sorry,
you don't want the manager sacked.
No, he said
I do want the manager sacked. I said I wanted the manager sacked.
With a better manager, they win it.
But with a better, wallahi, this guy is such a fraudulent guy. But
listen,
I think for me, I've been burnt too many times with Arteta now, where you know what I mean. I'm not gonna sit here and
same for me, by the way. Even as a rival, I predicted Arsenal to win the league 2 years in a row. You fucked it 2 years in a row. خلاص, what you want me to do? خلاص,
but listen, even Rodrigo becomes available, he's not guaranteed to go to Arsenal.
Yeah, but even David Ornstein's come out and said, as soon as we know that Rodrigo is available, Arsenal already have like
I think them getting Rodrigo
an 80-90. Bro, David Ornstein said that apparently as soon as Rodrigo comes onto the market, or they make any inclination that they want to sell, they've already got like 80-90 mil bid already ready. As soon as he goes live, they're gonna just hit the bid because he's their main target for left wing. He's their main. Yes, but the difference is with us, we can offer him wages over 100k or 200k or whatever.
So
we can offer. No, you can't offer the wages.
That's at 100k.
Yeah, because they can offer 100k. Or what's the max?
You offer him more wages than us?
What's the limit that they can offer in wages?
Yeah, you've got Madueke. You have to come on.
You can probably offer more wages because you're stupid with your wages.
You can't offer wages, bro, because you lot are on a pay.
No.
Because on all these contracts. Come on, man.
You lot are stupid with your wages, so you will give him more money, but we can still give him enough money.
Well, do you think you'll get
20k a week? If you
the
want
thing
to
is, like, I'm looking at this Arsenal scenario, and I think these signings dictate how we feel about them, like heading into next season, even from the outside looking in, because it's.
But here's the thing, you know. Like of course, when the signings come in,
like whether we like it or not, there is a chance you sign Madueke, مثلا. Then what?
There isn't, bro. Habibi, why are you doing this, bro? Why are you doing this?
The thing is, like
the same thing. These Madueke ones came out. What happened a few weeks ago? Oh, Arsenal are looking at Garnacho as a possible left wing solution.
No, 1 second.
Habibi, what are we doing here, bro?
Let me tell you something.
These links, we're linked to every single winger.
No,
because we're in the market for a winger.
I'm gonna tell you something. I want to be real with you. The Madueke links are real because the best Chelsea journalists reported it. The best. The best of the best.
Ziad, I promise you, Uqsimu Billah on the Holy Quran, bro. If we sign Madueke, I'm gonna do unthinkable things, bro.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go crazy, bro. I might go and just be running around like just screaming at people.
Matt Law is like Liverpool's Paul Joyce, bro. Like Matt Law is not a joke. He doesn't say stuff for no reason.
Bro, that's crazy if they get Madueke. Like, that's crazy.
Okay, let me just read these two super chats,
man,
and then
please. I'm already hurt enough, man.
let me read these two super chats and then we'll end the stream. Is Saka even better than Mbeumo? I don't know. Why all this Saka revisionism? Like he's some shit.
Fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
He's rage baiting you.
Sick. Oh yeah, I can't lie. I fell right into the trap.
He is.
Fell right.
Yeah, Saka's not even Fonzie. I know the game. If Madueke joins Arsenal,
Mo's the best. I said I know the game.
if Madueke joins Arsenal, I think that would be a hilarious season.
Bro, I wouldn't even put it past him, by the way, because they always buy Chelsea players. I wouldn't even put it past him.
I think he's a good player if he joins as a backup for Saka. But imagine if their winger signing is Madueke.
Madueke, highest level is Tottenham as a starter.
And
that's what I mean. But that's what I mean. As a backup for Saka, it's not bad.
No, it's not. I'll be honest, it's not. He thinks he's Ronaldinho, but he's still.
Yeah, but he's a backup for Saka is good enough.
Backup, no problem. But as a starter, he doesn't get better than Tottenham.
I think Tottenham's generous as well, to be fair.
As a starter.
Beat Madrid over 2 legs, best team in the world, and Arteta masterclass, lose 4-0 to Newcastle over 2 legs, and then we have injury. All right.
Yeah,
see, by that logic,
I like Sean.
By that logic, are you going to take Dan Burn over Saliba because he beat you head to head? See, that logic, you can't use that.
Don't bring that fake roadman to my
common sense, bro.
Who's this referring to? Madueke?
Madueke. They call him Madueke.
Okay, buddy. Enjoy Madueke, is what Fonzie is saying.
Exactly, Madueke.
I love how everyone's calling him Madueke now. I called him Madueke like 2 years ago, and everyone's calling him Madueke.
Yeah, khalas, you invented it, Habibi. Anyway, listen. Footage Judge Ball, Saad Football Corner, MHF, AA United TV, Ziad's Zone, and Hamza Talks Ball on the description. We finally did do an Ahwa, you guys, after such a long time. Do like the video, do subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be back tomorrow, inshallah. Probably going to do a solo Liverpool stream, and then at night, I got A-listers, obviously. So big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone, please hit the like button and subscribe. Listen, guys, Max is live. He only has 4 people watching. Let's go make his day. You get me? He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. He ain't even on 300 subscribers yet. Every single one of you, and I'll be there as well, go to his chat right now and spam Hussam Raid. Don't go anywhere. The stream's going to take you over to Max. Love you. Love you all. And I will see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.